What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. I am currently on the test server, guys. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at all of the new things coming in the next update. Most likely this week, Wednesday or Thursday. We actually have quite a few things coming in. We have new clan levels, new clan relics, new materials to forge the clan relics. We're gonna have, of course, the Hydra Insta battles, super raids for campaign. We're going to have a few different changes to how the game actually looks, to the UI, the champions, their names when you're summoning, and we're gonna have a couple of different things as well. So we're going to dive straight into it, starting directly with the new clan levels. So if you go at the clan shop, I'm not sure how many levels we actually got on top of it, but assuming that most likely level 30 will be the highest. So from here, you're gonna get materials to forge clan relics. I don't think anyone in the game is anywhere close to level 28 or level 25 for what matters, right? So before, for a while, clan levels were pretty irrelevant. Now they definitely matter quite a bit, which means that in order to level up your clan, you will require to win quite a few different things because you will get clan XP from all of those things. Getting the materials will be pretty important. It will be very hard for pretty much every clan in the game. So I feel like us as a clan, a rank 2 clan in the game, most likely, I don't know, man, probably is gonna take us well over half a year to get to level 30. But I might be wrong on it. I might be wrong. Maybe they're going to basically introduce new ways to earn clan XP, and maybe it's going to happen faster. But from here, you're gonna be able to get materials. Now, if we are gonna go over to the item pool, and we're going to scroll all the way down at the bottom. Jinx, this is actually great. Except one thing. So as you guys can probably notice, from slot 15 you can get either 10 rare materials, either 10 epic materials, either a rank 1 basalt, and this is on a weekly rotation. You never know what it drops. From slot 16 you can get a random rare or epic gemstone. That sucks, man. I saw this legendary frame, everything legendary. I thought that it might be a legendary gemstone. So only a rare or an epic one. So it's not that great anymore. 2-star, 2 rank 2 basalt, sorry. I wish this would have been in slot 15 instead. 5 medallions for a legendary one. So imagine how many freaking weeks you need to go at it just to get materials for one relic. Unless they are really bringing them in some other type of events. I have no idea what, but they definitely need to do something. Maybe they're going to bring them in the siege mode. That is a clan activity, hopefully. And you're getting rank 3 basalt. So once again, nowhere to be found rank 4 or rank 5. So it's going to be very painful to build up our relic collection. If it's going to take us 1 year to rank 1 relic to maximum level, I don't want to think about it because there's so many different ones. Then, let's have a quick look at the relics that are being introduced. Then we're going to dive into the other things as well. So, relic crafting, index, clan, and we still have another question mark in here, which might be live arena. That's something that we know for a fact. And who knows, maybe they're going to bring even more. So, we got 2 mythical, 2 legendaries, 2 epics, 2 rare clan relics. We have the Murder Fang, gives you attack, crit damage, and HP. Wearer has a 25% chance to deal bonus damage when using default skill. Bonus damage is either 3% for single target hits or 1% for AoE hits. Not that great, to be honest with you guys, for a mythical relic. What really matters on these relics is that you can freaking put 5 different gemstones in it, and that's crazy. One circular, 2 triangulars, which give you some of the best stats for damage dealers, and the square one, I don't think it gives you... I don't think we have any strong ones, but I might be wrong. Then we have the Chrysalid of Rebirth. This gives you speed, 24 speed, which is massive, like half a boot. Gives you HP and defense. The wearer has a 30% chance to get an extra turn when reviving allies. Think about using this on Galatir. Think about using this on Sifi, even on Duchess. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Using this even on my Elva or any champion that I'm using in the Chimera is going to be massive once again to rotate that revive skill. And the gemstones again, like 4 different gemstones. You have so many good gemstones for supporters that give you turn meter, increases your healing, another chance to gain extra turns. So many different crazy gemstones for it. Then we have the Essence Quencher. I gotta say, the design on them, like graphics, look really cool though. So this one gives you crit damage, attack, and HP. Is a legendary, so you have circular and 2 triangular gemstones. Whereas damage is increased by 20% of the target's current turn meter. Damage cannot be increased by more than 10% and 5% against bosses. So this can be used in quite a few different situations, scenarios. I don't feel like there's a lot of damage out of it if it's only 5% against bosses, to be honest. I feel like you could use tons of different ones that could potentially be better. Then we have the Temporal Stagnator. Gives you accuracy, speed, and resistance. This is a very nice one. It's basically a banner with 96 accuracy. The wearer has a 20% chance to remove, steal, or convert buffs or increase a skill's cooldown when landing a weak hit. This can be really, really nice on Phryxia, for example. No more weak hits. You're still going to get weak hits, but you're still going to have a chance to basically place that effect versus the enemy, versus Queen Ancora, Armans, etc., which happens really, really often. And it gives you very good stats. Then you have the Inferno Sphere, resistance, HP, and defense, whereas resistance increases by 2% for every 5% of HP lost, stacking up to 20%. Not bad, but not that amazing either. I feel like we're so out of the resistance meta where it's really hard to build champions with 1200 resistance to make sure that you're resisting. Yes, in some cases it does work. It is helpful to have 800, 900, 1000 resistance on some of the champions, but let's be honest, how many people can actually do it? And I just don't think it's going to be that impactful. Then we have the Valkanon's Grasp. HP, defense, and resistance. Wearer reflects 5% of the damage absorbed by block damage or unkillable buffs back to the attacker. I'm not sure how effective this would be in any content, to be honest. Yes, when you have block damage, you're not going to reflect damage. When you have unkillable, you should reflect damage because basically you're still taking damage unless you're on low HP. So I feel like it could have been better if it was block damage or shield instead, because when you have a shield, you're not reflecting damage. The Flash Render. Defense, HP, and crit damage. Wearer increases the damage of each hit on their next attack by 3% of any surplus heal when healing themselves. So how many damage dealers are actually healing themselves, right? I feel like it's such a niche relic, unless it will count when somebody else heals them. But it says clearly here, when healing themselves, right? So maybe if you're in lifesteal, maybe if you have, I don't know, like Life Drinker as a mastery, and you're healing hard, and you're basically healing for 300k, that might be something. But either way, the damage cannot increase by more than 20,000. So 20,000 is pretty weak sauce. Not that great. And then we have the Black Shroud Fan. HP, defense, and resistance. Wearers receive 2% less damage for each ally protection effect or buff placed by them. Pretty average as well. So I don't think these relics are that whoa. There are a couple that are really nice, but nothing insanely powerful if we're comparing them with some of the older relics that we currently have in the game. Which in a way is good because it's going to take us, I don't know, forever to basically get them, right? Then, leaving that on the side, heading on to Campaign, guys. This is actually beautiful because it will save us some freaking time no matter how we're playing the game. Super raids, yes please, thank you. Multi-battles, and let it crack on. 2 for the price of 1, but you still have to pay, of course, the same amount of energy. So don't get too excited because it's not really 2 for the price of 1. But either way, much better. I feel like this is an awesome change. If we would see this, of course, in other content as well, Plarium, maybe something like the Arcane Keep, the Minotaur's Labyrinth would be amazing, right? Because this will save us time as well. Even in the Iron Twins Fortress, I feel like it would be nice to do it. We only have 6 keys a day, but hell, I'd rather spend that time doing something else, right? Then, moving on to the next thing, guys. Hydra quick battles. So we're gonna go on to the Hydra. Now, you're only going to be able to basically do a quick battle once you've completed the another run where you reach the top chest. So, I've used this team to get a job done in here. I am hoping that I'm going to have gear on these ones right here. I'm not 100% sure if I have gear or I don't. But either way, you have 5 tries for a quick battle. Now, what I'm very curious to find out is, are we going to be able to use 5 on each difficulty, or this will be on on all of the difficulties combined? I would assume each difficulty, right? If not, it doesn't really make sense. So you can do this. Quick Battle runs the Hydra battle as usual in auto battle, but the results are shown almost immediately. You cannot control your champions during Quick Battle, but you can use save team presets. Quick Battle allows you to reap the rewards of a Hydra fight, but without lengthy time commitment. Do you want to continue? Don't explain again, and thank you. So, look at that. 105 million damage. Now you can keep it, or you can discard it. So we're going to discard this one. We have 4 tries left. We're going to move on to the next one. 254 million damage. This is not a team that works on auto, by the way, because a lot of things can go wrong. I have no revivers. 254 million. Either we keep it, either we discard it. Discard once again. Let's do another one. 258. Okay, so seems like this might be a good one. So we could potentially save it, because why not? So let's keep result. Just for the fun of it. And we have 2 more retries. Now, I'm curious if it's per difficulty. So if we are going to go over to Nightmare, it sucks, basically. So you have 5 tries for all of your 3 keys. Okay? That's it. I wish it would have been 5 tries per key, rather than 5 tries for all of your keys. I think this really sucks, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like you have 3 keys. If you're going to do a couple of tries on each one of them, just because you might have bad RNG like we had in the very first run, we dealt less than half of the damage that we dealt on the second and third retry. You're basically going to get insta-wrecked, and you're not going to have retries for the other difficulties. Either way, that's basically how it's going to work out. Not perfect, but it's better than not having it. Okay, so I'm glad that we at least have an insta battle for the Hydra clan boss. Leaving that on the side, we can actually move on to the next things. Now, champion names were added to Soul Collection, Soul Stones 10x summons, and limited summon events in the Altar of Souls. So, if we're gonna go over right here, you see, we're going to have the names. We're going to have their faction shown, which is actually pretty nice. Much better than before, in my opinion. When we are going to summon. Now, this is, of course, a 1 pool. So I don't actually have enough to do a 10 pool on any of them to show you. It's going to be very similar with shards, for example. So let me just quickly fit some champions in here. So I have space for a 10 pop. I think they added a faction once for the summons as well, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong. So it's going to be very similar with what we have in here. Okay, no factions. So we only have the names. It's going to look the same, plus the faction sign, because I think I've checked it before on a 10 pop, and you're going to get a faction and that sign as well. Now, they are mentioning that we have some AI fixes. I would assume something related to the Hydra clan boss. We have champion skill updates in order to indicate whether a champion is immune to certain debuffs or effects. So let's take from Maria, for example. She has something that makes her immune, right? Immune to sleep, stun, freeze, fear, or true fear debuffs. Maybe when we are going to attack somebody, that's when we're going to see it, actually, right? So is anyone immune to anything from any of these teams? Marius is immune to Thermitter control, right? Let's see. Does it show? No. So I'm a bit confused by what they meant with that. Maybe they meant something else and I misunderstood what they said. Either way. We're going to have new champion filters where we can actually basically filter the faction guardian champions. I guess not the champion tags, other effects. No. What is it though? So what are we going to find that? You'll be able to filter out faction guardians. It will be active by default on the team selection screen for faction wars, stages, and secret rooms. Okay, so secret rooms and faction wars. We're going to have new avatar frames and other small tweaks that will make the game experience more pleasant. Whatever that might be, probably we're going to find out on the patch notes once they're going to release it in game. But that's all for this video, guys. That's what is coming to the game this week in the patch, most likely Wednesday or Thursday, as I mentioned before. Definitely happy about the super racing campaign. Definitely happy about the insta battles in the Hydra. The other things are not that impactful. I feel like for the clan levels and stuff, it's going to take us a long time. With the champion souls and all that is a nice QOL change, UI change, whatever. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.